Hey guys, Vince Reed here, and I hope that you have enjoyed this boot camp. We are already on day 8. We covered so much information. From attraction marketing to list building strategies to what to do when you get started to lead generation. And today I just want to sit back and tell you a few things. And I want this to be a really special moment because I want you to really get to know me a little bit more. And I want you to understand, however you got here, okay, whether it was from myself or someone else, that person truly cares about you. Okay, because right now you've learned a lot of information, but they provided you a place where you can get basic skills that you need to go out and make as much money as you want to make. You see, there are opportunities that come about, but it's really about you taking advantage and seizing the moment. I heard a story the other day. I'm going to tell you a couple stories here, and there's not going to be any slides. It's going to be me today just talking to you, and hopefully you get a lot of value out of it. The first story I want to tell you was actually kind of a joke, half story that I heard on TV the other day. And it was talking about a gentleman who was a Christian, and he lived his life on faith. And I don't know how it happened, but he was out in the ocean, and he was drowning. And water was coming, and he was kind of treading, and the water was halfway up. It was like at his waist level, but he wasn't the best swimmer. And a boat came out, and it said, "Hey, you need help?" And he said, "No, God's going to take care of me. He's going to save me." So the boat leaves. So then as the tide comes in, it's getting higher, and now it's up to here, and he's swimming, and he's struggling, and he's saying like, he's there, and another boat comes by, and it's like, "Hey, you look like you're struggling." He's like, No, the Lord is going to take care of me. I'm good. So then now it's higher, and it's like right about here, and another boat is like, "Hey, we can help you. You look like everything's really rough. Do you want us to help you? We need to get in here." And he's like, "No, don't worry about it. I have faith. The Lord's going to save me." All right. So in the story, the guy dies. So he dies, and his spirit goes to heaven, and he says, "God, why didn't you save me? I had faith. I did everything right. I lived by your rules. I obeyed the 10 commandments." And the guy basically says to him, "You fool! I sent you 3 boats to save you." And it's kind of a joke. So I look at that as life presents you with opportunities. Okay, it's about you reaching out and grabbing those opportunities and seizing those moments. Okay, for me, I look at all of the obstacles that I've had and all the decisions that I've made in life, and I've learned from them all. And honestly, the things that have caused me the most pain are the things that I feel have helped me the most. I was born premature, 7.5 months, 3 pounds 4 ounces, actually lost weight. I remember I grew up in a rough inner city area. When I was able to move with my father, the education system was so bad where he actually held me back. So a lot of people don't know that I actually had to repeat first grade. Went through school, got into high school, was an athlete, did well, really underachieved in high school as far as academics. The relationship there with parents obviously disappointed, although I was a kid, and thinking back, you get offered a full ride scholarship your sophomore year, you're a freshman starting on varsity. Maybe my head was a little too big, and I really didn't take those things seriously. And I was still able to get a scholarship, barely got in, but I did. And right in my first year there, my first year, I blew out my shoulder, then I came back for spring ball, blew out the other shoulder. So I spent the first year and a half rehabbing while everyone else was getting bigger, stronger, and faster. Long story short, ended up playing, but my football career didn't pan out the way that I expected. So here I am graduating from college, expecting always that I was going to go to the NFL. That didn't happen, okay? And I can remember thinking to myself, man, if I had it over again, I would have done this, I would have done that, and I couldn't do it. That time was gone. Okay, so I went and after college was able to move to Los Angeles with my brother, and I got a job at a bank called ING. And my brother was a person who was into real estate, and he was the first person to give me a book. And he gave me Rich Dad Poor Dad, which was the first book I read literally out of college. Okay, and I think I mentioned it in the training, but you can tell a rich person by the size of his library. Okay. Normally, a poor person has a big TV, a rich person has a big library, and it's so true. And at that point when I read that book, it opened my eyes to so many things. And I remember, this is the last story I'm going to tell you, but this story I always remember. I remember, kind of getting involved in real estate and being excited about it. And I remember there being a full-page ad. There was a guy named Robert Allen who who, if you look him up, he was a no money down real estate guy, and he was having an event at a local hotel in LA. And I said, you know what, he's teaching people how to make, basically sell properties with no money down and all this. So I wanted to go, and I said, I'm going to really see what happens here. So I went, and at the end of the presentation, he gets into selling his product, and he's having a week seminar. It's going to be the whole week, and it was taking place in 2 or 3 weeks, and it was going to be at the same hotel. And I was like, I want to go. He was going through all the things you're going to learn, and I said, man, I want more. I was making $26,000 at ING. I was like, this isn't going to be my life. I come from where, seeing my father, just being kind of hard worker, did really well, made a lot of money. I'm like, look, I don't want to be living this life making $26,000, $32,000 a year. No problem with that. That just wasn't me. So I went there. At the end, he's like, okay, if you want to come to this week event, it's going to cost you $3,000. And at first it started like, oh, it's going to be, normally I charge $9,000, but today it's not going to even be $5,000. Actually, you can get here for the entire week, learn all these strategies, create your financial dreams for $3,000. And if you bring in one person, I'm going to cut that in half by 50%, and you can get in for $1,500. Now, at this point, I had no money. Okay, I obviously couldn't afford that. So what did I do? I figured out a way to get it. Okay, but I didn't figure out a way to get it all. I figured out a way to get half, the $1,500. And I knew that the next day that he was going to be doing it again, and he was going to be offering the same product. So that night I ran, and actually I went to my mom, and she's the one who helped me with the money to get there. And I said, oh, I need money. I want to do this. And I didn't tell her it was $3,000. I told her it was $1,500. So I still had to go down there and hope to talk someone into basically coming in half with me because I wanted to go to this free training. So here I am, a little kid right out of college. I go in there. I remember, I already seen it before, but I'm like sweating. I'm so nervous because I know what I'm going to have to do. So when it gets to this field, people start going to the back. And I find this guy, he's standing there, and he's about to do it. And I just go up to him. And literally, if you guys are in business, and I know people have felt this fear, nothing was like this feeling. That's why I think right now I'm pretty much fearless because of things like this that I've experienced. I went up to the guy and I said, excuse me, sir, I really want to do this, and I wanted to see if you'd be interested in going in half with the product, with the program I have half. And he kind of looked at me and he said, okay, kid, I'll give you a chance. It was literally that easy. Okay, and we did it. I signed up. I was so excited. Ran home and just couldn't wait. And I went into it, opened my eyes up to so many things with real estate that I think really helped launch my mortgage business, and just gave me a lot of insights that I never knew that I would have. And this is all from me essentially taking action, reaching out, and seizing the moment. All right. So if you're here right now, okay, I would tell you to use all of the information that you have. Seize this moment. Okay, understand that these things are real. Okay, but ultimately it's going to come down to you taking action. Okay, you're going to have to do what may seem uncomfortable at first, but when you learn how to do it, it will be amazing for you, and you will be able to go off and accomplish anything in your life. And if it doesn't work, you will learn from that. Okay, for me, I knew that I had a second chance to create the financial freedom that I wanted. So when I got into this industry, there was nothing that was going to stop me. I made up my mind from the beginning. All I had to do was see it. I saw some of the mentors and the individuals that got me into this industry, and I said, that's all I have to do is learn how to market, generate leads, and work on conversions, and I can make as much money as I want, and that's it. So lastly, I'm going to leave you with understanding your numbers. Okay, you have to know your numbers. All right, you don't want to look at your business as I just want to make an amount of money that's up here. Okay, bring it back, make it real, make it scalable. Okay, understand how many people that you need, essentially, to bring to your website, or how many leads you need to get into your lead capture page. Okay, because once you do that, you can always work and tweak conversions. All right. So, for example, if you have a $1,000 product and you want to make a certain amount of money, know how many people you need to get there, know what rate you need to convert at, and then it makes it very easily. Break it down to the day. Know exactly how many prospects you need each day and how many sales you need to make. And it becomes so easy because now you change your focus on traffic and conversions versus, okay, I got to go sell someone, then I got to go figure out how they're going to do it. Streamline it and really become targeted and know your numbers. Okay, that would be the biggest piece of advice that I can give you. Now, I hope you truly understood and enjoyed what I gave you. And I know the system within NetDiv and all the training and everything that you're going to get from me is going to be nothing but pure value. And I know that you're going to get great results because you're here. Take care. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.